All right, here we are at Pine Grove Elementary School, and we're talking to Mr. Poteet today. Mr. Poteet is the science teacher here at Pine Grove and is also the leader of the Pine Grove Science Club. Here at the Pine Grove, we have the Science Club, and what are some of the things that you find the kids get from the Science Club? What do they learn about? What are some of the things that they take away? And what's the real benefit?
Well, this is the 6th year that we've been doing it, and we can get to the point of the actual life applications quicker than we could in the past because we've got some established gardens already there. One of the biggest things is for them to get over the honeymoon period of, oh, this is great and this is wonderful, to really start to digest why we're doing it and what it really takes to make a plant grow. I've taught it 10 years now that they know they need water, sunshine, nutrients, and a good place to grow, and shade from the elements, okay? But each one has its difference. And the kids now, this year, and we've got a lot of staff and faculty helping out as well, they get to have more in-depth conversations instead of 1 to 5 or 1 to 30. It's sometimes just one-on-one. We've got a lot of people that show up. So I think this year that has been the biggest blessing, is to see more adults get involved with these kids, and these kids are past the, ooh, let's get our hands dirty, we did the grub club thing and all that, so that's gone, and now they really they can see the benefit of the work that it takes to get it done. So
they've gotten through the fun phase, and now they're getting into the substance of it and the real benefit.
Yes, and now that winter's coming, it's just a small scale maintenance than what it was beginning of fall. They went out today and they just picked off some of the dead leaves and pulled the weeds, and I'm sure the conversation was, hey, did you like that stuff when we had it last time? Are you going to do this at home? And that's one of the biggest goals, is to get these kids to want to take it home. And also for us as a school and a club to provide what the family needs to be successful the first year. Hopefully, and we always bomb 1 or 2 years. I mean, that's gardening. And if we can get that to as many backyards or front yards as possible, then I think we're really going to try to change the mindset of some of the kids in our county.
Well, and indeed, in talking to the kids, clearly they have an interest in it. Many of them that we've interviewed have taken what they've learned, taken it home, and are doing gardening on their own. And and again, they're learning that, hey, the food doesn't come just from the grocery store.
Yeah.
It comes from the ground, and it takes a little bit of work, takes some effort, but you get to reap the rewards.
Yeah, the kids will learn that the hardest part is to first cultivate the soil that you're going to put it in. Even if it's as small as getting the pot and putting the topsoil in there, that's really the hardest part. Then you start to seed, water it, keep an eye on it. I mean, they have to be convinced that it's a living thing and they got to maintain it. And it teaches responsibility. And also the other blessing is when everything is running smooth, that's when you really get to have the conversation with the kids. We've got more parents showing up. There was another parent here tonight that they can come anytime. The rule we have is if you want to come and bring your child, so long as you watch them, you're welcome. Thursdays, come on. But we can't have any more kids based on the ratio of students to adults.
Well, and again, it's a matter of, again, getting that community involvement, if you will, getting the support from the other teachers. I see now that there's more teachers that are participating, and they're bringing in segments of their classroom into it now. And the other thing is that the classrooms are doing their own gardening.
Yes.
Which is kind of cool. So I guess that's kind of an extension of what you started.
Yeah, today was the first day that I'm aware of where somebody picked something from somebody else's garden. Whoa! And it's good because then that class or that organization has claimed ownership over it, and that's great. That's what we want. But like anything else, we got to communicate clearly and then negotiate if we have to. But it was pretty interesting to see it happen, and I just stood back and said, you guys figure it out. What's the best solution? And I think that's one of the many aspects of this program.
Well, and again, they're kind of following the lead of what was started and carrying it forward. So hey, that's great.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm a firm believer that there's enough real estate on every school in Hernando County with the gardening that we've established here that we can supply a lot of good vegetables and even long-term crops and even vineyards that we have that the kids at the school can really truly eat on a regular basis what they grow.
Now, and aren't they doing some of that now here with some of the produce coming from the garden and being served in the cafeteria?
Yes, we do have a produce pick bar that was very successful the first time around, but we got hit by a chill that kind of knocked some things back. And when you bring more people together, when we're not all on the same page, the boat has to slow down. Like, let's say we're running this cruise ship, and it's just the crew, and we're flying, and we pull into port, everybody likes what we got, and then we got passengers. And when we get back out to sea, everything slows down a little bit. Everybody's got ideas and this and that. So we kind of experienced that the last month and a half. It's a good experience, but it wasn't just Mr. Ross and myself and a couple other teachers just rocking.
Yeah, so it's good and beneficial to have more involvement,
Yes.
but it's a matter of kind of keeping everybody on task and following the same course,
Right.
to use the cruise metaphor.
And don't get me wrong, it's not that we have to bring everybody up to speed.
Right.
No, because we've got so much to learn from them that it just puts me, oh wow, if I'd have done it like that 2 years ago, my goodness.
Right.
But you know, it's a love for lifelong learning. That's what it's all about, and it's a lot of fun.
Great. Well, thank you very much, Mr. Poteet. Thanks again.
Not a problem.